When you think of Switzerland, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Probably wealth, right? Stability, maybe even perfection. For decades, it's been seen as the absolute gold standard for economic success. But that's just the surface story. Today, we're diving into what we're calling the Swiss economic paradox. And we're going to look right past that pristine, perfect reputation to ask a really critical question. Is the very foundation of all that Swiss wealth starting to crack? I mean, could this economic giant actually be living on borrowed time?
Okay, so to really get what's going on, we first have to understand the brand. Or maybe a better word for it is the Swiss myth. It's this powerful image that's been carefully, painstakingly crafted over centuries. And look, it's not just about one thing, it's the whole package, the combination that creates the brand. You've got the incredible precision of their luxury watches, the legendary impenetrable secrecy of their banks, the simple perfection of Swiss chocolate. And it's all wrapped up in this blanket of political neutrality. This isn't just an economy, it's a global luxury brand, and its main selling point is flawless reliability. But here's the thing. To really get to the truth, we have to look past this almost mythical status. Why? Because the world that created and supported this myth, well, that world is changing, and it's changing fast.
So, what's really holding up this economic empire? If we peek behind the curtain of chocolate and cuckoo clocks, what are the actual pillars propping it all up?
Well, Swiss wealth is anything but an accident. It's been strategically built on these super specialized, high value industries. Think pharmaceuticals, advanced manufacturing, and of course the big one, wealth management. Now, these sectors thrive on quality and precision, but their secret ingredient, and this is the most important part of our story, has always been discretion, secrecy.
And this brings us right to the core tension of this whole explainer. For generations, these pillars have been completely unshakable, but they were built for a world that, well, might not exist anymore. So the big question is, can they possibly withstand the massive seismic shift that's already happening?
And that seismic shift has a name. It's the transparency threat. And we're not talking about a new business competitor or some market downturn. No, this is a fundamental, ground-up change in the rules of the global game.
So what is global market transparency? It's basically a coordinated international push to end the very thing that made Swiss banking so famous, secrecy. Countries are now sharing financial data with each other, tax authorities are working together, and that old idea of a secret numbered bank account, it's quickly becoming a thing of the past. So you see the problem, right? This is the central conflict. The Swiss model didn't just benefit from discretion, it was literally built on it. Financial privacy wasn't a feature, it was the main product. And in a new world that demands radical openness, that core product is suddenly becoming obsolete, even toxic. All of this forces Switzerland to a critical crossroads, and it puts their entire economic future into question. It's pretty clear it can't be what it once was. So what on earth will it become? Think about it like this. The old Swiss model was like a fortress, built to protect financial privacy. But the new global reality, it's a completely interconnected network that runs on transparency. These two models are just fundamentally incompatible. Something has to give, and right now, it looks like the fortress walls are starting to crumble.
So the path forward is incredibly difficult. This is not about making a few small adjustments. We're talking about a complete reinvention. Switzerland has to find a way to adapt its world-class industries, to shift from simply hiding wealth to proving they can expertly manage it through things like ethical and sustainable investing. They have to compete on pure expertise now, not just secrecy. They have to forge a whole new economic identity. And that is a truly monumental task. And all of this leaves us with one final and I think crucial question. For Switzerland, the line between its economic model and its national identity has always been pretty blurry. The myth is the brand. So as the pillars of that myth, especially financial secrecy, are taken down by these global forces, what happens to the country itself? What's left when the myth dissolves?